tastes like they just dumped Campbell's tomato soup in it. No seasoning.
Oh, yeah, that's no good.
Yeah.
I know Louisiana cooking has a ton of seasoning and a ton of flavor.
Yeah, at least a ton of, if anything, a ton of garlic and onion and bell pepper,
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Like I said, I decided to try a new dish today, so I'm still breading it and frying it or baking it in the oven or in a broiler. I'm steaming it.
There you go. That's a good way to get the actual flavor of the fish.
Oven or in a broiler. That's it. All I know is right now the house smells good enough you can lick the walls. Hey, Mike. Want me to give me? Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Of course, it don't help when you're hungry and the smells in the house. The bell pepper and the onion, the fish. You like.
Cajun spice makes everything good. It's good on everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like up north, I know a lot of times they claim to be Cajun cuisine, but it's not, because a lot of people up there don't handle the spices. I get that. But at least put a little bit to give them a little taste of it. You don't have to make it so hot they can't eat it,
No, I can't. She won't let it. Black pepper's too hot for her, okay?
Oh, Lord, no. See, we'd have a problem.
I never even used to put pepper in my food. I would use salt, and that was it. And living with Ken and having him actually show me that spicing and seasoning your food is not about making it as hot as possible. It's about making it taste good. Because I lived in a family where if it was spicy, it was hot. Yeah, and so my mom could take a perfectly good steak and turn it into shoe leather.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how to cook very well, and I learned quite a bit about seasonings from Ken.
Yeah, see, I'm like Ken. I like heat, but if it has no flavor, why even bother with it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You talking about tea?
I mean, if I'm going to sit there and sweat eating a bowl of chili, I want it to taste good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I don't want to eat it like it came out of a Hormel can. Even the Hormel out of a can tastes better than some people's chili.
The best canned chili is Firehouse chili. Okay.
Yeah. Or they have a brand here. I don't know if they have where you at, Mike, but it's called Wolf Chili.
Yeah, it's good too.
Yeah. Yep. Wolf brand. Yeah.
I prefer to make my own though.
Me too.
He makes hers.
But I'm just saying, if I'm in a hurry and I want to heat up a can of chili, it's going to be Wolf brand.
She makes her own for her.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah. It's got everything you need in chili except for the spice. And then add like a half cup of sugar.
Yeah.
So I make mine tasty. Not too hot, tasty.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to tell you, even if I open a can of Campbell's chicken noodle soup, I'm going to add about 8-9 different spices in it before it's done.
What's that one spice that my brain ain't working? That one spice you can get has no salt in it.
Has no what?
No salt.
Well, sometimes
Mrs. Dad.
Yes, that's it. Thank you, Susan.
But sometimes I know around here it's hard to find it, but sometimes you can find lemon pepper without salt.
Yeah.
And I like that in certain dishes. That way you basically substitute the salt for the lemon crystals,
I have made some pulled pork before and put some hot stuff in it. Not hot. Just a little bit.
Well, yeah, but that's pulled pork. It's supposed to have a little zing in it,
Never noticed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know a lot of people. It's up here because they ate it one time when someone done it wrong, and they get in their mind, "Ooh, I don't like that." But like my second wife, she lived in Florida all her life, never ate seafood, and it was because it's not because she ever ate it; it's because her mom would cook it. And I hate to say this, I ain't trying to be mean, but her mama couldn't cook a fish or a piece of seafood to save your life, okay? Because, I mean, throwing a piece of fish in boiling water with no seasoning, that's not.
It's not cooking fish, man. It's ruining it.
Yeah.
You know, I had a girlfriend in '82. She told me, bring some carp home. Not thinking, I brought a couple home. I cleaned them. And then we had some type of baked fish in the oven. I didn't realize it was carp.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. Until I found out it was carp and I lost my appetite. It's all in my head.
Yeah. I said, I got some fresh catfish fillets, and I was telling her I'm steaming it, but what I'm doing, I'm steaming it for the majority of the part, but then I put it in the air fryer just for about 10 or 15 minutes after it's out of the steamer, because that way I don't have that mushy of the steam. You know what I'm talking about. It kind of gives it some texture. Yeah.
One thing I can't cook worth a darn is catfish.
Oh, I love
We had a guy at the Urchin Club. He did the best. Deep fried it somehow in his little deep fryer thing he had.
Yeah. Yeah.
He would cook the chicken or the turkey in it and then cook fish in it.
Right, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Deep fryer. Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
And then
or Cajun fryer, we call them.
I would give literally all my catfish to them for that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can bread it, fry it, I can bake it, broil it, steam it now. I can even make catfish gougouon, you know.
I can make oh man. I made I had a muskie fillet.
Hey David.
Of course you gotta debone
Sad.
it. And I made I called it because I just threw some spices in it, like hot Tabasco, and I made it like a Bloody Mary, all the Bloody Mary spices,
Right.
I baked it in butter, and then that.
Well, that's especially that's just basically fish sauce pecan.
Yeah, basically. But you don't want to overcook it.
Nope.
You don't want to undercook it either. Starts to get flaky, it's done. But you gotta watch muskies and northerns because they got them Y bones.
Well, that's why I came up with the idea. I steam it. In about the last 10 to 15 minutes it needs to cook, I put it on the air fryer. That way it kind of helps dry it out a little bit so it's not so mucky, you know.
Oh, and you know, have you ever had bass?
Yeah.
You know, people will say, "Oh, bass tastes like mud," or well, you know.
Well, if it does when you don't purge them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I learned a trick from my friend. He goes, try soaking your fillets in 7-Up or like Sprite even for 2 hours. And then Frying Magic. You put you spread them in Frying Magic and then pan fry them. Oh,
yeah.
Super good. I never liked bass till then. Then I started doing other fish like that. Even like bluegills and crappies. And...
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's people got several ways, but I'm like you. Bass to me is a good one way. Oh, there you go. Broccoli.
I like broccoli.
That's not broccoli.
What is it?
That's a tiny baby bok choy.
Oh, okay. It looks like broccoli from here.
I don't think I've ever had bok choy. I'm sorry.
Oh, bok choy. You ain't never had bok choy? That shit is good.
Yeah.
Well, if you've had certain Chinese soup, you probably had it, just didn't know it.
I've had it then. Good.
Yeah. If you had Chinese soup and it looked like it had lettuce floating in it, that's bok choy. Yeah.
Well, if it looked like it had giant celery in it, that's bok choy.
Yeah.
Back when I was still in Jethro mode, like Jethro Modine, I would like go to the Chinese buffet occasionally. She would take me and she'd have whatever she could find American from the thing, and I'd have like 4 or 5 plates off the buffet.
Yeah.
I literally walked out of there and I probably was about ready to have a heart attack. Really.
I guess Susan's like me. I like cutting up vegetables like celery and shit because I like to get the heart part and eat it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that reminds me. You know, my mom.
Especially young yellow. especially young yellow celery in the middle.
Yeah.
Woo.
My mom's secret recipe for her potatoes though was the little bitty scallions.
Yeah.
She diced them up real small, put them in her potato salad. That was the secret recipe. It was so good.
Yeah.
You give it that little bit of kick.
My grandma used to do that with pearl onions. And still using a big onion, she'd buy a bunch of them with pearl onions and just and throw it, and it made a difference. It made a difference. Yeah.
You know, there's that one Tony Cracker. I can't say his name. It's a Cajun thing. Tony Cracker Jack. That's what I call it. He's got that white pepper, shaky stuff you can get. You can put that in there and come up with the same thing. But my friend down in Missouri did that one. It's like, he goes, just hang on, don't complain.
Yeah, close your legs and you won't smell.
That's a bunch of shit. Wash it once in a while.
Right. That's like an old boy that was outside and he was kind of like squatted down, his knees poking out, and he's like, I was going to ask what that smell is, but he said, I figured out what it is. I need to go wash my ass. He said, Dad, I need better toilet paper.
I'm out of cigarettes. I'm going to be cranky today.
Oh.
Well, I got $7 and she has $5. That don't add up. So
you can buy a little pouch and some papers.
Yeah.
Not in my world.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you got the 6-ounce packages of tobacco. And it pains me to buy those. I'm used to buying a pound and then a thing of a 5-stack of.
Yep.
More efficient.
Oh, speaking of that, I was at the tobacco place not that long ago. You got to watch it because some brands that I used to buy that was in a pound bag, it's not even a full pound anymore.
It's 12 ounces.
Right.
I know. I don't buy them.
But they don't bother to tell you that, though.
I look at the ounces all the time.
I know, but I've seen people because they get used to that certain size bag and they just grab it and run, not realizing on it says 12 ounces and not the pound.
Or they'll actually put new size on it with a big star around it, but it's actually 4 ounces less. Yeah, it's a new size, but
yeah. And most people in their brain right off the bat thinking, "Oh, look, more." No, yes. You're paying the same price and getting less.
It's amazing. It's amazing what people will do with.
Oh, do you know how many people out here walk out of a store and go in there and grab a 20-ounce Coke and come out and start drinking and look at the sign and go, "This is only 16.5. What the fuck?" It's not even 20 ounces. I said, well, yeah, I could have told you that by looking at it, but it's in that same bottle. It's just, that's why you got a wider neck in it because they fill it up. Yeah. But yeah, it's $1.97.
Hello, Joseph. Hello, Sarah. Hey, honey.
Yeah.
So we had goulash for supper last night and leftovers tonight.
That's why a lot of times, when they have the bulk item, and people see me looking at the regular, because a lot of times buying 2 of the regulars is cheaper than buying the bulk one. A lot of times I like to buy my eggs in big deals, but a lot of times I'll look at the price and I go, well, hell, it'd be cheaper for me to buy 3 single dozens than it would to buy that flat.
Yeah, like the 18.
So,
yeah. They got the 18s and the 12s.
Yeah. But you got to watch it because sometimes what they want for the 18, you can buy 2 12s.
Yeah. 24 versus 18.
Yeah.
What's on sale?
Yeah.
The 18.
Well, she works at the bag. She does the math really quick in her head,
Yeah.
I got a double 18 pack at Sam's Club and I
Yeah.
paid $3.29.
Yeah. 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 I remember that. I bought some of those too. Yeah.
You gotta be careful.
Because I was like you when I seen that. I was like, they marked that wrong, but I'm gonna buy it while I can.
I bought 2 of them.
Oh man, we were at Walmart once when I was in Florida, and it was late at night, and they just stocked or something, and you know that black silk from Folgers.
Yeah.
I seen it marked $5.99. You know how many of them we bought? All of them.
Probably as many as you can walk out the door with.
All of them.
Yeah.
Wendy goes, "This is good." And they go, "Yeah, we ain't never gonna pay the $5.99 again."
Oh yeah, that's like the coffee I normally buy. It's like $9 to $10 a can. And I went in the store 2 days ago, and they had it for $5 even. But there was only 2 cans, and I was like, "That's about right. Y'all come down on this shit, and you ain't got but 2 fucking cans."
Hi, Max. Hi, Christy.
Yeah,
Hey, Christy. Hey, Mac.
I remember her.
So I'll be back. I can go check on the food.
Hi, Ken. How you doing? Hi, Max. Yes, same shirt I was wearing yesterday. It rained this morning here really hard for a long time, all damn day.
Wow.
Yeah. And our power even went out. So I mean, we had to go around and set all the clocks again.
Oh, yeah. I hate that.
I didn't even know it was storming out until the power went out in my computer. Why does this keep popping up?
Sorry, I'm getting a snack ready for Ken while I'm making dinner.
Yeah, it's fine. Donna, when they tested me for factor V Leiden, they took 13 tubes of blood out of me.
Jeez.
Not, there's not as much
got
blood.
paid for that shit.
Huh?
You should have got paid for that shit.
Well, it's the only way you can test you for it.
Oh, I know.
Factor V5, I call it V because it's 5. It's Roman numerals. I had a doctor get screwed up because of that. It's a Roman numeral, mister. And he goes, "Oh." That's when I used to have to hold medical school in the ER because I had the fibro and then the factor V Leiden and stuff. And
Yeah.
I go, when do I get paid? I'm teaching medical school here, boys.
All right.
And now they actually, because of me, they teach all their new interns everything that's wrong with me because that covers just about everything.
Wow.
Oh man! Well, except for cancer, mostly.
I've had doctors use me as the example more than once.
Well, yeah, they do ask.
You get the old, "Hey, we have a medical student with us." Okay, come on in.
Yeah, it's a teaching hospital here, so.
Yep.
I told them, yeah, I don't care. It was a little bit awkward when I think it was my second stroke. I had 4 girls, and the leader watching me take a shower.
Oh, geez.
It was a little awkward.
Yeah. Hey, Lisa.
I didn't care, though. I just didn't want to turn around,
Right? I get that.
Turn around the wrong way.
All right. I'll be right back. I got to go deliver a snack.
Okay. I'll entertain everybody while you're gone.
Don't play any copyrighted music.
I won't. I can't play any music. I don't have a radio down here. Speaking of that, I should probably buy myself a big stereo for the basement to shake the rafters. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Big giant stereo, 8,000 watts, like band equipment, like a stereo. Yeah, that's the ticket. Or I could just buy a train, a real
How's that
train.
go? How's that go? How's that go? Whiskey River, take my mind.
I could have bought a train and run tracks into the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that?
Check with me. That's
Forgot
about
the
what I
rant.
did, man.
Yeah, when my wife was in her doctor's appointment, I was sitting out in the car, trying to lessen the traffic inside because they were acting like the Discalfo. You had to have masks, they taking your temperature and all that. And I'm like, I'll wait out in the car. Fuck all this crap. And that song came on, Whiskey River with Willie Nelson. They must have thought I lost my mind because I had it cranking up so hard and the doors were vibrating.
Yeah.
I looked up and there's an old guy sitting in his car doing the same thing, waiting on his wife too, And he just looks at me and he goes, apparently he liked the song too.
Like when I went and had my colonoscopy, they play music while you're having that. And he goes, do you have any preference to music? I go, Pink Floyd, mister. Because we don't have any of that. They go, you're fired.
Yeah.
How about Led Zeppelin? Oh, we got that. That'll work. Some place stairway to heaven. While you're
When
doing
you ask for a certain type of music, well, we don't have that kind of music. What kind of cheap ass place is it?
That was amazing, though.
Yeah.
Last time I had an MRI, they asked what kind of music I wanted to listen to. And I looked at the lady and I said, Christian heavy metal. She actually had Christian heavy metal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Most of them would look at you like, I can't do that. What do you mean you can't do it?
They got at our MRI and the CT scan place.
And that
Yeah.
I get it mixed up.
Sure,
I had a.
Donna, can you do me a favor and start being my Donna bot for Cyndy's link since my Nightbot is not functioning right now?
Still toast, huh?
That would be fantastic. Let me just interrupt you real fast. I'm just doing a quickie stream tonight before Ken goes on. And since it's my birthday week, I'm asking if you want to give me a gift, donate to Cyndy Lopez. She's had 2 brain surgeries already. She needs another one on the 29th of this month. And there's all sorts of, 3 neurosurgeons, that's not going to be cheap.
Nope.
So, just if you can help out in any way, shape, or form, that would be fantastic. And if you do decide to donate to her, just let me know. Just tell me, hey, I gave you a gift, and I'll know exactly what you mean. So, all right. Thank you, Donna. There is Cyndy's link. If anybody wants to help her out, that's the purpose of doing these streams every day, is to just see if we can get a little bit of money for her. So,
and I guarantee with them messing with her brain like that, like they were doing mine, she's got that gamma knife surgeon too. And they are not cheap at all.
Yeah.
My bill for him was $280,000.
Jeez.
My insurance paid $23,000 of it. That was it.
You know what if they actually allowed it? All of it.
Yeah. The rest of it, I told them, get in the line. They threw it out.
What?
The rest of that bill, they threw it out. Because my insurance only gave them $23,000, and that was all they were getting. And I looked at one and I said, "Well, if you think I got almost $200,000 give you, y'all people on the wrong boat."
Yeah.
They threw it out. Yep. Never even went on my credit. They threw it out. Well, they threw it out after Trump signed that one deal. They really couldn't come after me with it. So,
Well, they're coming after Carolyn. She has insurance and they only pay so much, and now they're going to send it to collection.
No, mine didn't even go into collection. They just
automatically somehow. But it seems like every time she goes to the doctor, which is all the time, it changes it.
Yep. In fact, I got a letter. I got a letter from the VA. It's signed by the I can't remember what's his name. And then on the bottom it was signed by Trump, and it said your bill's no longer gone.
Back in the day, my fishing buddy's wife was the head lady at the building department. Little did I know, I knew that, but
yeah.
Then my guy that I worked with at work, his wife worked in the building department too. And once he got fired, and he thought that I got him fired, I didn't. He did it himself. He tipped the crane over, okay? You know? And, but,
Oh, yeah, Max, I like pumpkin soup. I like squash soup, too.
She started, messing with my bill. Guess what? I had insurance through them. It should be 100% covered. And I called.
See, I used to have all that 100% covered stuff. Never had to worry about nothing. And then when the Obama crap kicked in, that all went bye-bye. Every last fucking penny of it. And then what they gave me didn't pay for shit. Yeah.
Right. I mean, I get better care on Medicaid than he gets with insurance.
Yeah. But they were digging $1,200 a month out of my pocket for something that didn't even cover nothing.
Right. I agree.
Because my thing happened to me February of 2016. Shortly after he got in office, he signed that deal, cleaned up house, and that's when all my insurance benefits kicked back in where they were at.
Yeah.
Thank God, because there's no way I could pay it.
She went in there and started looking, and she goes, "Oh, I know who did it. Yeah, I used to work with his wife. Or I used to work with her husband. Yeah, she tried to mess me up. She goes, I'll fix that for you."
Yeah, I told my mom I'm glad that shit didn't happen between 2014 and 13. I'd been screwed.
Yeah.
So.
Well, can you imagine from like 2003 till 2009, you don't have no income at all, and you have to go to the doctor all the time.
Yeah.
It was, well, it's a good thing that the one clinic, they had a special program they don't advertise, but they carried me. I don't go there no more though, because that was where the doctor was that told me to ignore my pain.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't do any physical damage. What about my mental stability, mister?
Well, that's like the doctor I'm seeing now. Every time I go see her, it costs me $65. I can drive an hour or so to Lake Charles that's, close to me and see a doctor and don't cost me none. But there's a problem. When I go see him, he don't do a fucking thing but hand me pills. That's all he does.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I know sometimes you need pills for certain things, but at least tell me what the hell's going on, why I got to take. Don't just say, here, take this and see how this works. Yeah.
I mean, I got a lot of pills. When my doctor told me exactly what everyone would do and what's the purpose of them. Yeah.
Well, that's me. If you don't explain to why I have it, I'm not taking it. I refuse to. I mean, I want to know the ins, ands, and whys, because half of it I read the side effects, and I'm like, I wouldn't take that even if I did need it.
Well, I don't have a choice on some of these, but
yeah. Well, there's two of them I actually don't have a choice on either, but I do regulate the shit out of them. And my doctor tell you, I'm on her ass. If she don't explain why she's upping it, lowering it, or whatever, I tell her to go fuck herself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in my doctor's office, they call me Mr. Ass, and I wear it proudly. I'm not loud because I tell people you ain't gotta be loud and obnoxious to get people's attention. You just gotta let them know, hey, this is my body. You're not just gonna tell me what you're gonna do. You're gonna explain to me what you're gonna do.
My doctor's totally opposite. He won't give you out
Well, yeah. Her doctor won't give her shit. She'd have to be dying before he gave her anything.
Yeah. Ever since the war on opioids, they won't give us old people anything, I guess Tylenol. But, I'm better off probably. Just let me suffer. I don't care. I'm old.
Yeah, and that's like my doctor over there where she goes. I started complaining. Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, I started complaining, and the next thing I know, it wasn't like, well, Mr. Cantor, let's figure this out. And let's get it where it needs to be. It's, do you have something against him because he's a Muslim? I don't give a shit if his name was fucking Periwinkle Tinklebell. As long as he's complaining to me, yeah.
No.
I said it ain't got nothing to do with his fucking origin or his ethnicity and all that. I said it's the fact that he don't fuck. You spend 2.5 hours waiting there, and you see him for 3 minutes if you're lucky. And don't explain shit. Just says, "Oh, I'm gonna give you this." Whoa! Why are you giving me this? You don't just walk in the room and tell me I'm gonna give you this. You explain to me why I need to take that.
Yeah, I like to know what I'm putting in my body. It could be cyanide for all I know.
Hang on, Max. No, I've never made pumpkin soup. Okay, go on, guys.
Yeah, I had to jump in there and tell her I like pumpkin soup and squash soup. Especially butternut
gourd soup.
Gourd soup's good if it's done right.
Well, I didn't actually. It was like, what do you want? It wasn't actually a gourd. What's it? Squash.
Probably butternut squash. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love butternut.
Oh, I love that.
It wasn't actually soup either. We just put butter in it. My mom
right.
would cook them, and we'd eat them right out of the shell. Here, she has to scoop them all out, put them in a bowl. It's like, no, let me eat it out of the shell.
Max, the one thing about pumpkin soup, the reason I've never made it is because I hate pumpkin.
Well, that's a good reason not to make it.
That's why most of us don't eat poop. We don't think we'd like it anyway.
Hey.
Oh, fart! I've got to do dishes.
Oh, Bodie was up walking around again. He was starting to worry me. He was laying around like he was going to die for like 3 days. Oh, no, he's out running around now.
Sometimes they get that lazy bone like we do. Yeah.
Oh, he's been sick.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it.
He's laying there breathing. They have to look at him to see if his ribs are moving. But yeah.
No, something happened to the truck. It's going to be delayed, but they say leave it to the road though. That way, as soon as the truck's fixed, they'll get it. Garbage truck broke today.
I've never seen that here, but
Oh, this one broke good, man. The second, it's a dual axle truck, and the very back axle fell off the fucker completely.
Oh, geez.
And rolled out from underneath it. Of course, when that happened, the drive shaft's going,
yeah. I was over. I don't know nothing about semis, right? But I was over helping Wally one day, and he was working on a semi. They were putting a power divider in it, right? You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
It's like the second rear end in the back, It's a power divider.
It happened like one street over. At first, I thought they were over there jackhammering the road up to work on something. No, it was that drive shaft of that truck going, nine.
Yeah. Well, the reason they had to do it, it was pretty much almost a new truck, right? Well, the company put the wrong one in there. It was the wrong gear.
That's
it. He did it once. They sent him the same one. Wrong gear again. So they sent him a new one for free with the right gear in it, and it didn't even break that time.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Trash men have been rough on trash cans from get-go. Ain't none of them gentle on them cans. I
know. I listen to them running by every day.
Yeah, I mean, all you got to do is follow them one day, and you'll go, Jesus Christ, I'm surprised the cans still got wheels. Yeah. Especially when they get that one, there's something stuck in it, and they'll just, come on.
Oh, no, we actually got.
Be back.
They got
Oh yeah, well those are even worse. Hydraulic arms.
Like
Those are even worse because they'll sit there and go.
Sometimes they gotta do that because you
Yeah.
got some asshole that, you know, stuff
Yeah.
800 things they're not supposed to in there, you know.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
got some
And they'll
800
set it back down. They'll set it back down with the wheel hanging off, the lid cracked on one hinge.
Yeah, they actually have a guy going around fixing those. The
Yeah.
garbage can, putting wheels back
Here,
on.
actually, if they break one, they'll tag it with a little pink deal, and then a guy come like a day or two after and just grab it, throw another one out there.
Yeah, they charge us though, or at least they do here.
Forgot the cheese. And
Uh-oh.
I'm using cheddar instead of mozzarella today because it's a little bit of a treat. Cabbage soup has absolutely no carbs, so we can afford the cheese.
Oh yeah, cabbage soup. Yeah, throw the cheese in there. You ain't hurting nobody.
Unless you're allergic to cheese.
So that's a good thing about cabbage soup. You use more to burn what you're eating than you gain from it. So
yeah, I love cabbage.
Oh, what? I can eat that shit 3 times a week. My wife wouldn't care for it, but me, I can eat 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she just cringes when I tell her to go buy me some cabbage, you know, because she don't
Especially if you cook, especially if you cook it. Yeah. Especially if you cook it just right and you cook a big pot. About that second or third day when it's soaking. Oh man.
Second or third day, it's just going in. I cook, you know, in Dutch oven style.
Yeah.
It lasts me 2 days most.
Yeah, that's usually the way it is here. About 2 days, maybe 3 if it's big enough. You know.
Yeah, I couldn't get so much in there.
But usually by the third, it's mostly juice.
Well, I put cabbage, potatoes, carrots,
onions.
Little onions, a little garlic, a little paprika on there now.
Yeah. That's it.
I love Justin.
Oh yeah. Oh, I grew up watching that man. You know, I met him twice.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. When I found out he died, a little bit me died with him.
Oh man, what are you talking about? I cried. It was like my dad or something passed away. Yeah. I love the wine. He said a little bit for the food, a little bit for the cook. I actually have his autographed book. Yeah.
I mean, you know, even swamp people, you know, that show.
Yeah.
They're hunting alligators. I watch that just because I love their accents.
Yeah. It reminds you of Justin. Yeah.
Remember those 2 brothers that would hunt squirrels and shit?
You got to realize where I live, I hear that every day. Yeah, every day. Yeah.
Those 2 brothers around that show that would they're out in the boonies, they actually hunt squirrels and shit. Kind of reminded me of my brother a little bit when we were younger.
Yeah, I get a kick out. Most of them here got such a heavy Creole accent. They'll be on the phone talking to somebody up north, and I'll be around. And they're like, Anthony, come talk to this woman. She can't understand a damn word I'm saying. Yeah, you speak that good English. Come talk to her. Come holler at her. I had to get on the phone. Okay, what do you need to know? And then I would tell them. They go, well, "Why didn't you say it?" I said, "Well, he did twice. You just don't understand Creole."
I'm from Wisconsin. I grew up here, but I love Cajun food. You know.
Yeah. Oh, most people do, man. You'd be surprised, especially in my area right here. You'd be surprised how many out-of-state tags and Canada tags are running around here.
Well, my Missouri girlfriend actually was Cajun. She grew up there.
Yeah.
She had a pet armadillo on a leash when she was a little kid.
Yeah. So we got a lot of snowbirds that come down here from Quebec because, you know, they're mainly French in that area. So they come down here because they speak French here too.
Yeah.
So different dialect, but it's basically French, you know.
Right.
So
they can understand what's going on.
Yep. Well, if their English is not all that good, they can speak French, and the Cajun French understand that it's slightly different dialect, but it's French, you know.
You know what I wish I could find easily or here. That's not even a word. Easily or okay. That slap your mama spice.
Yeah.
Slap y'all mama. I found it in this store here once. No, I can't find it again. I know I can go online and order it, but I don't want to order a whole case of it. Okay. I wasn't sure which one I actually needed either. There's two different kinds.
Yeah. Like I said, I've been around Louisiana since I was probably about 7, 8. Of course, I was back and forth from here to Kentucky. But I'm what they call an adopted coon ass. Yeah. See, at one point you become a damn Yankee. You know, you moved south, forgot how to leave, and then after so many years, they just say you're an adopted coon ass.
Max, I just sent you a link for panel if you want to come up. I thought I had, and then I checked it. I hadn't, so.
Yeah.
I'm only going to do an hour-long stream tonight, just to do one, for today, and Ken's going to go on after me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you have gators for what?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we still would if it wouldn't be for all the crybabies. We used to have gators for watchdogs.
Really?
So close. You get close to my creek back up the end of the property, you're going to find 3 of them because I feed them and make sure they stay around.
Oh, that makes sense, man.
You come sneaking through. You come sneaking my back through my backyard. You have to cross the creek, and you better hope they're not hungry.
Funny, Dave. Dave says, "Ken who?"
Yeah, Ken.
Oh, awesome, Max. I look forward to seeing that. I bet it's gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, that's like my friend's pool, man. He called me up and I went over and looked at it. He let it sit for 2 years.
What?
And he called his company, man. They gave him an outrageous, it was like almost $2,000 to come out and clean his pool and get it prepped and ready. I said, no. I said, go in your house, grab about $150 and come on. So I took him down here and bought a bunch of shit. We went over there and poured it in. I said, no. And then I showed him how to flush his sand filter, to get all the old shit out of it. And then about 2 days later, it's clear as blue. Yeah. And I didn't have to buy no fucking high dollar chemicals. I bought dollar things of bleach. We went to the Dollar Tree and bought about 20, 30 gallons of bleach.
Well, one of my friends used to actually repair like travel trailers. And do all the tricks.
Yeah. And then I went and helped him buy some chemicals from Stein's where I used to work because I still get my discount. And went back and he's like, I said, bro.
All the old guys up there where we hit our trails, they used to all, for the winter, pump everything out with air and shit. No, not again. He hooked up a big tank we could fill with RB antifreeze, put a pump on it, hooked up a hose and some adapters if he needed them, and you just pump it till you just do all your things, you're done. He did everybody's trailer after the first year. He went everybody's trailer for $20,
Donna Max's pool was a lovely shade of green.
Oh yeah, that's why my friend is. It looked like a top of a septic tank been peeled back. It was lights green with the foam floating in the corners and stuff.
This didn't have foam in it. It was just a really interesting shade of green. It's a saltwater pool.
Yeah.
And so that's some pretty good algae to grow in a saltwater pool.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, but after a while, that sodium dissipates and turns into inert, and basically the fungus is like, "Hey, food." Yeah.
That's cabbage. It's purple because I use purple cabbage.
Right.
But it burned the chicken purple.
It
Yeah.
looks like I thought it was chicken.
Yeah.
It looked like raw chicken to me.
I did that one time, cooked with some purple cabbage, did the same thing. Of course, it didn't lay on all the chicken. It just hit certain areas. So you had a chicken that had purple stripes or white. And people's like, "What's this?" I said, "It's from the cabbage. Don't worry. Just eat it. It's all right."
Yeah.
Oh, man. Speaking of that, the color of stuff. Everybody knows about corned beef, right? What color is it when you cook? What color is it when you cook it?
I love corned beef. Oh God.
Yeah. Well, I made corned beef for this lady that I knew because I was up there for quite a bit.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick. And
Hey, Mike,
yes,
can I
sir.
ask you a question?
What?
How long were you on your knees for, sucking dick?
Yeah. Sorry, buddy.
I'll be back. I gotta go check on the groceries.
Anyway, so it was, it was tender as hell and like it's falling apart. Corned beef, it's a little bit difficult to cook if you don't know what you're doing, but I know. But she looks at me and goes, it's still right. I don't think it's done. Okay. Apparently.
Oh, is that what?
What?
Hey, Mike, is that what you say when you're on your knees?
Yes.
This is a bit tender. Tastes like corned beef.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you a story from years ago, but I'm not going to do that.
Why not? Don't you trust me?
Yeah. It's a little bit offensive these days, but yeah, that guy that I sat down next to.
I promise I will not make it too offensive.
The waitress actually knew my mom. She's like, "Oh God, I'm sorry you had to go through that." I sat down at this restaurant. It was really good food there. It was like right next to the highway. The truckers would go there.
Mm-hmm.
And this old guy sitting next to me, he gets a brat, and I was talking to him and stuff. And, I didn't think nothing of it. He bites into his bratwurst, spits it out. He goes, "I bet dick's more tender than this." I'm like, "What?" Picked up my shit, moved. This is back.
Blow me now, Mike. It's all starting to come out about you now. You like sucking dick, you like being on your knees, and you like wearing bras.
That's how you knock my teeth out. Sucking dick, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
You trust me. You don't want me to be sucking on it with these jagged son of a bitches.
Nah. I'd rather have an old woman with no teeth sucking mine.
Yeah. I'm not an old woman, and I got jaggies. I was gonna go get, I think I told you the story. I was gonna go get like implants, and then the COVID hit.
Oh, wow, Donna. That's pretty crazy.
All right, I'll try this out. Does look good though.
Where? Oh yeah. We've got this crazy stuff going on up here too.
Don't they look good?
Yeah.
What is it?
I love mushrooms.
Man out there. There were 3 people and he was next to dinner. And clogged out.
Huh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anthony, Nick asked, what is it?
Oh, it's catfish.
Ah,
Oh. I love catfish. At least when I cook it right. I kind of learned how to cook it right now. Yeah, I know, Lisa. That's why it's funny.
This is my favorite part.
Church door yesterday because I'm lazy. Got different pants on.
When it-
different fiber.
Well, you're used to sucking on it, aren't you, Lisa? Especially being from New York on the street corners.
Come on, man. Anthony's trying to eat here.
It ain't gonna bother me a bit, trust me.
Okay.
You talk to a man that walked knee deep through a sewer pipe eating a bologna and sandwich. So
Yeah. When I was in Missouri, we didn't know what was wrong. We had the septic guy come to pump it out. It wasn't full, but I never saw one open. So I'm looking in there, and he looks at me and goes, "Don't fall in there, Mister."
Yeah.
Hey, Anthony, question for you.
Huh?
If you wanted a combi system, oh wait,
Do what?
I had to tell him I'm from up
If you
north,
wait-
man. We don't, have them up there too much.
no. If you wanted a combi system for the garden,
Yeah.
yeah, what would you have,
Yeah.
husky or still?
Excessive ugliness? What?
Either one. But I prefer steel, but that's me though.
No, I'm going with husky because it's cheaper.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you Husky is cheaper.
Verna? Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with Husky Barn, man.
If I had to buy a riding lawnmower, I'd probably buy a Husky.
Hey, Tom Brown. How are you, sir?
Either a Husky or one of them northerner ones.
Mike.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's talking about lawnmowers? I'm not.
I'm random, mister.
I've got four, Mike.
Makes
Mike,
lawnmowers.
I've got 4 lawnmowers. I don't want any more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you start talking about one thing, you like chainsaws or whatever, and then I think Husqvarna
Which I've got
because they make lawnmowers. And,
which I've got a chainsaw.
I'm talking about going to the moon. I'm quite a deity, We all know that. Good Lord. I have this little
Right
stuff.
on.
Hello, Tom.
Those are PO6.
Gonna suck it light and nothing. I've lit my mustache on fire. We're doing this before.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That sucks.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like having a house full of sick kids.
Well, I think I used to press my later here. That's why I have another one.
Hey, Mike.
Uh-huh.
When you start burning your beard, do you know what that means? Light another smoke.
We don't have any more.
Need to roll a bigger joint.
Well, that's not my problem.
We're just mine.
Isn't there a place called by you?
Yeah. Well, so much for that. I can get some more tomorrow. I'll be okay. Tomorrow or Friday. I have to borrow the money from her. She don't get paid tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. I feel so bad for you.
Huh?
I really feel bad for you, mate.
I don't. Yeah. I don't feel bad for me at all. If I want to, I can lick this ashtray if I'm really that desperate.
What the fuck?
I know. I've never cleaned this one. It's fucked up, man.
Wow.
It's like 5 years worth of cigarettes.
Just imagine our noses look like that.
Down there.
Hey, Mike.
Like, the little...
Don't you have hand rolling tobacco?
Yeah. No, I used it all.
Why don't you just have a hand?
Once upon a time, I actually put hand roll
Have
in the back.
Have you got tea leaves?
No. Well, tree leaves? Like
Tea
leaves?
leaves.
No.
Tea.
No. Don't get
I've
me
smoked them.
Yeah.
Lick what? Lick the ashtrays? What are you talking about?
It's Friday, Max.
Hello, Max. How are you?
I bought this brand new. You know those little divots. After a while, they fill in with nicotine.
Oh, Max's birthday is next Friday. Right on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Whose birthday's today?
Nancy.
Nancy. Yeah, that's it. Nancy's.
Yeah, I sent her an invitation so she could come up here so I could tell her happy birthday, but.
Well, she's out with friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, they took her out to
Nancy
one of her favorite places to eat.
Yeah, that's cool.
Susan.
Yeah.
Nancy wouldn't come up anyway because I'm here.
No, this is true. This is true.
You ought to be scared of that woman. In real life, she'd fucking tear your ear off. You know, it ain't too hard to tear an ear off. You know that if you just go up and down.
Hey, Mike.
What?
Before Nancy met me, she was nice.
Yeah, okay.
And then I got her to swear.
Nancy did not cuss before Nick showed up.
Okay.
The first time she ever said "fuck you" to anybody was to Nick.
Yeah. Nancy knows
I'm not.
When I first met her, I actually thought she was a nun.
No.
Because, you know, she had the neck brace on. I didn't know that. And I'm blind one. I don't see things right. And then she has that headband thing, and she had a white one on. She makes her look like a nun a little bit.
Nancy come down here and stayed with us for like 2 weeks and a few days. Sweet woman.
Yeah, she's a good lady.
You ought to see the shades of red she turned when I mooned her twice in broad daylight in public.
Oh my God!
We was at Walmart parking lot here in town. I dropped my pants and she's like, "What? You did it in broad daylight? What?" I'm like, "Hell, if I done it in the dark, you wouldn't be able to see."
True.
Hey, Mike.
Yes,
when Nancy first swore the first time, I can remember her exact word were, "I know I'm gonna regret this, but Nick, fuck you."
I remember that. She goes, "I know I'm gonna regret this."
Yeah. I like her.
I gotta admit, Anthony, just imagine if I come over to see you next year, the shit that we're gonna get up to.
You're great.
I'll probably get deported.
She's getting out of Seattle as soon as possible.
I doubt it.
They're all locked down right now. But,
well, right now Nancy's in that position like my friend was in California. Too broke to leave and too broke to stay.
Yep. Hey, Cyndy, are you still on here? Hey, B-Wizzle.
And that after her last trip, she learned real quick they're not prepared for handicapped people for traveling at all.
Yeah.
You think after all these years of people being handicapped, crippled, that the traveling industry would be a little bit more? Yeah, no, not so much.
Yeah, even like I'm surprised how nice people are to me when I walk around, even without my cane. Like when I go to the cigarette shop, people are holding the door for me. Am I that much of a slowpoke and a wobbler? Notice something's wrong with me?
That's when you do like my grandpa. You do like my grandpa. You look up at him. What, do I look like I'm falling over or dying something? What the hell?
Yeah. Well, I had my first stroke on Christmas Eve. You know what happened to me? I tipped over in a recliner sideways, and I couldn't straighten back up.
Wow, that's scary.
Yeah. I've never been so scared in my life. I made it from the back room up to the front room to tell them at least. walling my way out there, holding myself up with the wall. And then it got worse when I sat down.
Melissa,
Yeah. Well, I was like the Dave Milo incident. Like I
Yeah.
said, I went to work, had the worst headache I ever had. And I'm walking around, and all of a sudden I feel like and for a few minutes there, it got better. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, the headache finally went away, because I done took a bunch of Tylenol and ibuprofen. I figure, hey, I'm out of the woodwork. Next thing I know, I'm stroking out. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah. Well, Carolyn actually asked me if something actually happens to
check
me.
again. I just sent it.
If something actually happens to me, what's the best way for her to tell you guys
Yeah.
that I died or something, or I'm in the hospital?
Just if she gets on your channel and sees that one of us is live, if she lets one of us know, we will let everybody know what's going on.
Look on Hangout there.
Hey, Cyndy.
Yeah, if she wants to put a note in Hangouts like to me or Ken, we'll make sure everybody knows what's going on and can pray for you or whatever needs to be done. So, Cyndy, check your Hangouts now. I sent a new one.
She asked me, so I had to find out.
Yeah.
Mr. Random. I just noticed that. Yeah, I am kind of random. It's pretty funny. I think that's what people like about me. I'm kind of just off on a tangent. Hey,
I got you, Cyndy.
But yeah, man, I miss fishing.
There you go. Okay, guys, we got a special guest. We got Cyndy in the flesh. Hey, how are you?
Hello.
I can't talk.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
Cyndy.
Hello, Nick. I'm sorry.
I've got something for.
Everybody was typing hi, and my hands are so bad today. Susan probably can attest to it because she saw me live before I came on. But Nick, hey. Anthony, hey. Nick, hey. Mr. Random, hey. I just want to come up. I just want to come up for 2 seconds. I'm overwhelmed by Susan. I've had a lot of people in my life that they say they care, they're going to be there for me, on and on. It seems the worse I get as far as health-wise, the more people seem to vanish, and that's hurtful. But I just have to say, Susan, to say I adore you just doesn't give it enough proper credit. I feel so close to you. I'm so grateful for you. I love you so much. And again, your generosity just overwhelms me. I am so incredibly grateful for you in all ways. And even if this wasn't, what you're doing now, I've still said that to anybody. But I want to say thank you. I love you. I adore you. You mean more to me than most people in my life. And it really gives me a reality check to maybe I need to kind of distance myself from some people. But that's all I wanted to say is I love you and I'm so grateful for you.
Cyndy, I love you to death, and if I can do anything for you, I will. So
I know. And you've been so good to David too. I can't let that go by without saying it. You and Ken have been so wonderful to David. He loves you so much, and like he told you, we don't have a pot to piss in hardly, but we actually are little by little, even if it's like $5, $10, we have a jar that we're putting that money in and all of our change. And David and I agreed that next year for our vacation, we want to go see Ken and Susan so bad.
Oh, and you definitely have a place here. You are both absolutely welcome. So, most definitely.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I wish I could do more. I really do, but
Oh my gosh, you
do
do,
what I can.
girl, you do more than enough. I'm so grateful for you. And Anthony, you little booger,
Yeah, but,
I
hey,
love you too.
I love you too, lady. Hey, and remember, for all those that leave you in your time of need, remember, God gave you two best weapons against them. You look at them
What?
and you go,
Oh God, I love you, Anthony.
and anybody
you.
and anybody that walks away from you right now because they are uncomfortable with your situation, whatever, they don't know what they're missing. They
That-
really don't know what they're missing in such a wonderful person that you are.
with that, and you don't. If they're leaving you now, you don't need them. Period.
Yep.
Yep. I had a friend actually. We have certain restaurants that have like an outside area that
Yeah.
you can, that are open, not the inside, but the outside. So a friend of mine, I mean, this has been a couple weeks ago, we had made a quote unquote lunch date. And she was on my Facebook and she saw me and she goes, "Is that what you look like? Your hair's all gone and you've got these big gaping stitches." I said, "Well, the stitches are out." But yeah, that's what I kind of look like. Oh my God, did she cancel on me? Because what
the fuck?
Wow.
How
Hey, Cyndy,
can you be? Wow.
Cyndy, can I tell
Yeah,
you? Can I tell you something? Can I
Yes,
tell you something?
sweetheart. Yes.
You might not have any hair and a couple of scars, but damn, you got a good pair of tits.
Oh, thank you. Well, at least I know I've got that going for me.
Yeah.
And I told her, I'm like, well, I can put a scarf on my head or
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
And she goes, no, that's okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've known this person for 10 years.
Oh my God. That just
bad for you, Cyndy.
well, I just want to slap her. Oh my God, that's horrible.
I was so embarrassed. I was so humiliated.
You don't want to know what I
Yeah,
do
but-
to them. I'll keep it to myself.
Yeah, my fishing buddies.
Hey, Cyndy.
Her dad, basically, I don't know.
I'll hold her down in the parking lot, give her a haircut, and bust a beer bottle. I'll show her ugly.
Kidding.
Yeah, but don't
Yes,
forget, Cyndy, everything's got to get worse to get better. There you go.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. I'm going to be
True.
horrible now.
True. But I was like, I did not know she was that superficial.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many people are until you have to get in that certain situation and they show their true color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Send me the-
wow. Like I said,
Send me the
I've known her
bitch's
for
link to her
10
Facebook
years.
page. I'll piss it off.
Oh, shit, Nick.
Oh, but
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't have the chat put up, so hey, everybody. Anyway, I'm going to
Well,
jump down. I
hey,
just
yeah,
wanted to say thank
before
you,
you jump-
Susan.
before you jump down, I got to read you a couple comments.
Okay.
Hang on, I got to go way back because there's a lot of people here saying stuff to you. Donna says, "Cyndy, you're too sweet, sister. Love you." Lysiane says, "Cyndy with hearts and hugs." Speaking of Lysiane, there she is. Max says, "They like Mama and Papa here. Love them, and we all love you, Cyndy."
Oh.
Lisa says, "Cyndy with a whole bunch of hearts." Let's see. Lysiane says, "Cyndy's such a sweetheart." Donna says, "Susan and Cyndy, the most kind-hearted, caring people I know." Max says, I
Aw.
love you, Cyndy, they're not worth it, sweet girl. Lisa says, Cyndy, you are beautiful inside and out. Donna says, Cyndy, people who judge you by the outside don't deserve you, beautiful sis. Max says, they're not
Aw.
real friends, Cyndy. That's not right, sweetie. Hang on, it just jumped. Lucianne says, you're beautiful inside and out. So, yeah, you got a lot of people who love you
Thank
here.
you all.
And, you know, I know we would all do anything that we can to help you out. So,
I'm so grateful for the family I have. You guys.
You got this.
So
Cyndy.
grateful.
well, you are
All right.
definitely family.
I came up here
Hi,
for just a second.
Lucianne.
Hi, sweetheart. I had to come up here and say, Cyndy, from face to face
What?
instead of in the chat. I had to say, you are such a beautiful, strong woman. Don't let anybody else tell you
Oh.
any different. I know you don't know me. You see me on panel, you see me on the chat, but as you know, what I see, you're just as beautiful as you are. So don't let anybody tell you any different.
Damn straight.
I love you just
Thank
the
you.
way you are.
Thank you. I love you, Lizzie. I really
I
do. I
love you.
appreciate you so much.
I wish I could take all the pain away. If I had a boppity boo and a magic wand and say, you're all healed, I wish I could.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But
Oh, I've got a bobbity boo. It's called me penis.
I shouldn't have said that. I walked right into that one. Boom.
She's a lunatic.
And we give a new meaning to bibbidi bobbidi kazoo.
Oh,
I walked right into that one.
hey, Cyndy.
Everybody with it, you know.
Cyndy.
Yes, honey.
As soon as
What?
you come over to see me, you'll be playing with me bobbity boo.
It won't be in the Zoom either, will it?
Somehow, some way, I feel like I'm just fine.
And look at yourself on panel. You are completely surrounded by all of us. How
Yeah.
cool is that?
Hi, Cyndy.
Well, that
Thank you all.
could either be cool or 10 to 20.
Thanks.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Check IDs.
Hey, Cyndy.
Yeah.
If that silly bitch says that you look awful, what about this?
Oh, God. That's a nightmare right there.
Yeah, I just have to bring something up to Cyndy because, you know, Cindy's very good at giving advice, but she's not good at listening to her own advice. And I love her with all my heart. When my husband left me, there were some pretty nasty things said about me from his girlfriend and him. And I'm not gonna lie, I lowered my self-esteem and I hid for a while. And me and Cyndy modded for another channel together. And they would constantly try to get me to come back on panel and I wouldn't. And Cyndy wrote me privately. And at the time, nobody knew what was going on but the woman that owned the channel. And so I explained to Cyndy what was going on and I showed her some of the things that were being said about me. And I was crying and devastated. And the same advice basically we're giving Cyndy is that you're beautiful inside and out. And no matter what somebody else says, their opinion doesn't matter, you know? And it sucks because it's somebody you care about and it's somebody that you love that said that about you. But at the end of the day, if they can say that about you now, they never really gave a shit about you anyways. That's just my opinion.
When are you going? Like in what, 7 minutes or 8 minutes or something?
Huh?
What time are you going on?
15 after.
Okay.
That was supposed to be so that you could shut down and we'd have time to talk before my stream.
No problem,
I need-
Cyndy. We understand. We love you.
I need T2, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Okay.
I don't know what is wrong with me today. I can't even friggin' walk.
Well, guys, I'm going to shut this down real quick. Ken's going to be on in a couple minutes.
Stop.
And I just got a text from Megan. She's sending me a picture. Hang on. Let me kill my green screen.
Yeah.
Come on.
The king's too close.
Apparently, this is the vehicle she was in this afternoon.
Oh no.
Oh. She
Oh,
needs one.
All right.
She is asking for a ride to the hospital.
Hey,
She's
hey,
at
tell
home
her.
now, but
Hey, tell her she needs the bumper sticker, the window sticker like I have. It says, "If you can read this, please flip me over."
right? Right? So if you guys could just keep Megan in your prayers. I mean, she's obviously not hurt bad because, she's home, but, she's probably really banged up. And so I'm going to go play mom.
Is
So-
it a Jeep?
All right. Later, lady.
Thank you all for being here. Thank you for loving on Cyndy and for supporting her. And
All right. Catch it all later.
Ken will be on
Later.
it.
all right, guys.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye.